Hello guys and welcome back to Planet 40k Necrons. So yesterday we did a bit of a reactionary video relating to the Warhammer community post relating to the Codex, well the Necrons Codex that's coming out in due course, and they of course gave us a little bit of information about the detachments, the 5 detachments. They gave us a stratagem, an enhancement, a little bit of detail I suppose about those detachments, but there's something that a lot of guys in the comments, a lot of guys and girls in fact in the comments were talking about, and I wanted to kind of touch upon that subject, which was in the actual post, in the Warhammer community post, in the article, they mentioned that there were 47 data cards or data sheets available to Necrons within this new codex. Now currently we've got 50 data cards available plus the Forge World stuff as well, so on top of the Acanthrites, Tombstalk and all that, so 50 plus those. So that means at the very least we are losing 3 units, we're losing 3 data cards, and that's I say at the very least because maybe there's going to be more new ones. I mean, they already said we're going to get a new, well, maybe more new models, but that could also mean we're going to get new data sheets, but that would mean we need to lose even more of our current units, if that makes any sense. So at the very least we're going to be losing 3 of our units and data cards. So this is a bit more of a speculative video. I'm just going to go through my thoughts and what I think may be on the way out. And yeah, if you got any ideas after watching this video, just let me know down in the comments below. Maybe there is something that I'm missing. But I wanted to go through what we've currently got and see if that's on the, well, what should we call it? On the relegation zone, if you like, if they're going to be going and getting the chop. So this starts off with the characters that we've got. We've got Anarchy the Traveller. I doubt he's going. He's not going anywhere. I mean, he's too big in the lore. He's too big of a character. I mean, could he go? I don't think he can really, can it? Surely not. Surely not. Tarnshard of the Deceiver. I mean, it needs a new model update. Maybe the Catans just kind of get... No, because we got a Void Dragon, didn't we? We got the new Void... Well, it's not new now, but... 9th edition we got the Void Dragon, which is a lovely new, one of our best looking models, and so they can't be getting rid of or merging the Catans. So the Deceiver as well as the Nightbring, which is another one that needs a new model, they can't just be going in the bin, surely. I mean, would they then just become like Transcenders? I don't even know. That it's a possibility. A doubtful one, but I'm just going to put it in the possible sort of section now. In case you haven't worked it out, I've not sort of planned this video. I've not got any screen work for you. I'm literally just going to talk to you. This, if I was a streamer, a Twitch streamer, this is the kind of thing that you would expect. I'm not a streamer. That's not my lane. So we're just going to go with the flow here. The Catacomb Command Barge. Somebody in the comments said maybe it will just link. It will just merge into the Annihilation Barge. They're 2 different units. There's no way they can do that. The Annihilation Barge is literally an anti-infantry heavy platform, and the Command Barge is a, well, it's a buffing character vehicle. It can't merge into one. I can't see that happening. Chronomancer, definitely not, especially if we've got one of the Cryptek detachments. And the Chronomancer, in fact, got a new model in 9th edition as well. We've got the Hexmark Destroyer, not a chance in hell that's going anywhere. Illumina's Arrow is definitely not. That got a new model as well. No chance. Imhotep the Stormlord is going to be getting a new model. He was the poster boy of this codex. I don't know if he's actually... Is he the guy on the front of the cover of the codex? I'm not entirely sure. Let me know, because some people are saying it's Nemesis Endrek. Some people are saying it's Imhotep the Stormlord. It kind of doesn't look like either. But I don't know who it is. You'll have to let me know. Either way, Imhotep isn't going anywhere. Then we get on to 2 that are pretty much almost bottom of the pile in terms of, you know, this list, if you like. The first one is the Locust Lord. The Locust Lord has not got a model. And I don't think... I think he could be one of those models that gets the... Because, like I said, there's no model. The Locust Heavy Destroyers and the Locust Destroyers, I mean... I don't know. There could be some sort of... new models for the Locust Destroyers. We'll get onto them in a moment, but the Locust Lord, purely because he hasn't got a model, maybe it gets an updated model. Who knows, right? We don't know. Standard Necron Lord is another one. No model currently. I mean, we used to have models. Are they still available? I'm not even sure anymore. I don't actually own one. I don't own a Necron Lord. I've always just sort of proxied like a Royal Warden or something because it's never really needed a Lord. Could be the Lord. Don't know. I mean, could be. I mean, maybe we're just looking at overlords. Or maybe it's... I don't know. I'm really unsure on that one. Nemesis Andrek. Some people were saying this, well, pulling this name out of the hat. Nemesis Andrek, could he go? And Vargard Oberon? We'll get onto him in a moment as well, but could Nemesis Andrek go? I don't know. I mean, something's got to go, right? Something has to go. So all these names that are coming out, that 3 of these date cards need to go. Orokin the Diviner. I mean, I'd expect a new model rather than a release, you know, in the bin kind of release. But Orokin is too big of a character in the lore, and yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm not entirely sure. The standard Overlord, not a chance in hell. Plasmancer, Psychomancer. Even though the Plasmancer's okay and the Psychomancer stinks, they can't be getting rid of Cryptex. I mean, the Psychomancer and the Plasmancer were new for 9th edition, or 8.5 Indominus box set, so there's not really a chance they're going to go. Royal Warden? I mean, that was in fact another newish model, but it's more like a... Could they kind of merge a Royal Warden with like a Lord? Maybe? I don't know. It's... Royal Warden has always been an oddball. It's always been one of those that you don't really select unless you've got a very specific list with, you know, a Chronomancer alongside him, and I don't. It could be. He's down there with the certain participants that could get the shove. Scorpet Lord, absolutely not. Reason being is they actually name dropped him in the article. When they were talking about the Annihilation Legion detachment, there's absolutely no way the Scorpet Lord is going. Technomancer, definitely not. I mean, it's probably one of our best characters we've got. The Silent King, no. Transcendent Catan, that would stink. He's obviously one of our good ones. And I mean, there is an argument for it, because the Transcendent Catan currently is only available when you buy the Tesseract Bolt / Obelisk box, which is a very expensive box. And you can't have the Vault with the Transcendent Catan shard unless you've kind of got some ways of magnetizing it. No one really uses the Obelisk. I mean, I don't actually mind the Obelisk, to be honest. I'm going back to 9th edition a little bit. I thought that the Obelisk was okay back then, and I think it's sort of okay now, just a bit overpriced. But I'm going off key here. The Transcendent Catan, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier with the Deceiver and the Nightbringer. Maybe they kind of just merge these models, or give us a brand new Catan and it's just a Transcendent Catan. But then you've got the Void Dragon, so that throws a spanner in the works. Why would they give us the Void Dragon if they were to merge these models? Can't do it, surely not. Surely not. Trazyn the Infinite. I mean, he's a big guy in terms of the lore and in terms of the Crusade stuff, I believe. I don't play Crusade, but I hear that he's useful there. Maybe he's down there. He's down there on the list, potentially. And then Vargard Oberon, kind of the same reasoning with Nemesis Andrek. It would be a nice, easy one to do, taking away that tag team, because that's 2 data sheets just gone like that. You don't necessarily need them when you've already got like an Overlord, Imatech, Trazyn the Infinite, the Lord if it's still there. There's kind of a lot. You don't really need Nemesis Andrek and Vargard Oberon, in my opinion. So maybe they could go. Maybe they can go. The Battle Line stuff, not a chance. Immortals and Warriors, no. Ghost Arcs, no. Fortification. A few of you said the conversion of Dominion could go. I can't see it happening. It's too new of a model. Again, it's a 9th edition model. There's no way they would have sold this 4 out and then told us, you know, it's going to go in the bin. However, it's very expensive. It's too expensive in terms of the points. Were they sort of planning ahead for to sweep it under the rug? We don't know, but I can't see it happening. Really can't. Annihilation Barge. I mean, it's got the same kit as the Command Barge, unless they gave us a new Command Barge, but then what do people do with an Annihilation Barge? It's just kind of, you'd have a lot of uproar when people could have loads of Annihilation Barges and all of a sudden they're redundant. So that, I can't see that happening, but something has got to give. The Doomstalker, no way. Reanimator, no way. Canoptic Scarab Swarms. Interestingly, that could happen. But the reason I say it could happen is not because they'll get removed from the game, but maybe they'll just get put into the data sheets like I don't know, maybe they kind of link to your Necron warriors, or they link to your vehicles. I don't really know, I'm kind of just speculating here. Maybe it's sort of like a plasma site. You know, how the plasma site's now linked to the destroyer units. They've not got their own data card anymore, they've just gone into and merged as a unit. But that's more of an ability for Dev Wound, whereas the Canoptic Scarabs, they're more useful than that. So, can't see it, but I'm just trying to give you all the possibilities. Canoptic Spiders, can't see that happening. Wraiths, no. Cryptothralls. Cryptothralls are interesting. Cryptothralls, they could do what they did with, like I just said, the plasma sites. They could do that. You just sort of gain, I don't know, do you pay for an upgrade, or do you just, maybe they make a unit more expensive, but then you get them for free. Who knows, right? Plasma Scythe did it, why not? Death Marks, I can't see that happening. Right, Doom Scythe. The Doom Scythe, I'll talk about the Night Scythe here as well, even though where is the Night Scythe? It's a bit further down, but I may as well talk about both the flies here. This is one of my speculations, if you like. I think the Night Scythe and Doom Scythe are going to get merged. No one really uses the Night Scythe, and Necrons are all about sort of, you know, teleporting in. I don't know if that's the right word or phrase, teleporting in, but we're coming in with the Monolith, and we're not really needing to use a transport, but then again we've got the Ghost Arc. But that's more of a repair thing, so it makes sense. Whereas the Night Scythe is literally just flying around and then dropping off stuff. I don't think we need it. Maybe the Doom Scythe and the Night Scythe just merge as one, and it's a Night Scythe. It's basically a transport flyer with the capability of firing a big weapon, maybe, don't know. Flayed ones, no, not a chance. Oh, I missed the Doomsday Arc. That's not going anywhere. That's a big cornerstone, is it? There's no way they get rid of the Doomsday Arc. Locust Destroyers. Now, this one's interesting because they need a new model update. Could they just get completely deleted? I mean, annoyingly, when I brought a load, I think it was around Christmas time last year, I brought another unit of 6. I'll be very annoyed if the Locust Destroyers go. A lot of people do like the Locust Destroyers, but I can see them more just getting a new model rather than being deleted. So I'm not sure about that, but you never know. Locust Heavy Destroyers, not a chance, they got a new model. Lich Guard, no chance in hell, because they are, again, one of our big cornerstones of the Necrons. And I think we actually saw them in the... I probably should have paid more attention to that video snippet, because they had... I'm sure I saw Lich Guard and Praetorians in there when they were showcasing Imitech. I need to have another look and go back on that. Monolith, no. In fact, they actually name dropped the Monolith, and it's got a... Was it a stratagem? So that's not going anywhere. Night Scythe we spoke about. Obelisk. The Obelisk can go. The Obelisk can go. Can it be put into Forge World? I don't really know how that works. Do things just get put into Forge World? Don't know. I mean, what would you... If you were a customer that's brought an Obelisk, you spent £100 or whatever it is nowadays, and then they made that unit, you know, not in the Codex anymore, you'd be really pissed off. Like, you've glued up an Obelisk. In fact, I have done that recently. I've got an Obelisk because I wanted the Transcendent Catan. And yeah, what are you supposed to do with it? Do you just kind of transform it into a monolith? But it's not a monolith. It doesn't look anything like a monolith. Just a pyramid. But it's not the same thing. So I don't think it can be the Obelisk. I mean, unless they move it to Forge World, which they're not, because it's not the same. I don't know if it's the same company or it's a sister company, but they're not. It's not a Forge World model. Fitting Destroyers are newish. Nope, Scorbit Destroyers are newish. And we've kind of already got the Scorbit Lord, which was name dropped. Can't see the Destroyers going. Tesseract Bolt. That is another interesting one because of very similar to the Obelisk. It's very expensive. But what do you do with the model? If you've purchased the Tesseract Bolt and you've glued it up, and you spent all that money on it and all that time, and then they say, yeah, it's not a part of the game anymore. What are you supposed to do with it? That's below the belt for me. They can't be doing that. Tomb Blades, no. Triumph Praetorians, I'm pretty sure I saw them, but they're too big of a unit anyway. I can't see them going. Triarch Stalker. Now I'm sort of clutching at straws here. Like, Triarch Stalker, can that go? I don't think it can go. But you never know. Again, something's got to go. In fact, that's the last one on my list. All the rest of them are already Forge World, so they're not included in this 50. So if I was to put a guess on 3 units that were leaving this codex, I would go with the following. I would go with, let me have a little look at this list. I would go with the Locust Lord. Don't want it to happen. I'm a big fan of the Locust Lord. With my Locust Heavy Destroyers with the Exterminators, I'm a big fan of that. I don't want that to happen. But I think the Locust Lord can go, or potentially could go. The standard Necron Lord could go. And I think it's coming from the characters area, you know. It has to be. It really does. Especially the ones that haven't got models. The Locust Lord, the Lord, Orokin the Divine. Is Orokin still available? Games Workshop. Orokin. Let's have a look. So I know he was unavailable for quite some time. No, he's available in stock. There's no way they'll be selling him. There's no way. It can't be him. It can't be. It'd be outrageous if it was. So I've got 2. Royal Warden. You can't buy the Royal Warden without buying a Yeah. Locust Lord, Lord and Royal Warden would be my 3 guesses. But outside chances of Cryptothralls and the Night Scythe are the ones that I think will get merged into other units. But other than that, if they do anything else, I think it's disgusting. They can't. They really can't. But yeah, guys, I'm waffling on a bit now, so I will end the video. But let me know what you think. What's happening? 50 data cards currently. We're going to get put down to 47. 3 units are going. And that's before adding any more. If they are going to add any more, they probably won't, considering they've got to get rid of 3. But let me know what you think. What we're getting rid of.